rely on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid. George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Philadelphia with the ball. After the miss from Trae Young. Here's Embiid. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Shea. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's George. Misses the three. Young outside. They set the screen. On the three off target. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Young knows his range to answer his opponent.
The 76ers are gone. 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Young. Paul George making his last shot. That one goes. Count it. Young's got 5 points so far.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Oubre outside. Pass to Embiid. A fader. The rebound by Johnson. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Shea. Young right side. Another 3 for Atlanta.
If you're going to allow Trae to squeeze off a 3, he's going to squeeze hard.
The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Young's shot is good.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's good from long range.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And here's Young after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
Outside, Maxey to the middle. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. This is his first free throw of the game. And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Reza Shea is out there with LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's George Niang. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Good on the triple. Reza Shea's got 5 now.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Reza Shea looking like a polished shooter already.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And it's good, 2 points. LeVert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
McCain, and he's good on the 3 ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Hawks making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Oubre's checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Mann, and the 3 ball is good. Mann's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Where there's a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, take your choice. You can either foul him or watch him dunk. Well, actually, in this case, you could get both.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
76ers moving the ball around. For 3. No good from Yabusele. Atlanta leading by 6. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Mann. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mann's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the paint. And here's George for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
Pass to Young. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. Young's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Maxey, and it's sent back by Okongwu.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Young outside. Okongwu with a screen on Maxey. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Not like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Oubre. He's out there with Embiid. George is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Young, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
George passes to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. No good on the triple. Atlanta leading by 8. Young outside. Pass to Daniel. But Trae, good on the three-point shot. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Now, here's George. High, arcing shot. It's blocked. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes on the bounce. 76ers retain possession. Four on the shot clock. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. 90 seconds now into the second half. Johnson outside. Back to Young for the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And Young, known as a remarkable scorer, he can fill it up in a variety of ways.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 12. Poke loose. Rizachet with it. George picks him up to the inside. Young against Maxey. Hawks passing it around. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 14.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Hawks. Karis LeVert comes in for Young. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Oubre outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Oubre's got 6.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
LeVert kicks to Johnson. LeVert sets a screen for Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers trail by 11. For Philadelphia, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one comes for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Man subbed in for Rizachet. And he can't hit the second.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Maxey. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Pass to Capella. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Clint Capella. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Grimes. Shoots over Johnson. Shot by Grimes. No good. The Hawks leading by 12. Johnson gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Maxey. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Krejci in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers trail by 13. Butler on the wing. LeVert defending. Pass to Yabusele. And they double up Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Clock is at 3. For 3, Edwards traps in the tray. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks, David. And it's Risa Shea missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Inside. Pass to Grimes. Off target with his 3. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And here's Young. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 22 points.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Now here's Embiid. Trying to get open is Oubre. Second chance shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
When you want to talk about ball distribution, they've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid bulldozing inside.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Here's Young. And no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. Oubre outside. Okongwu against Embiid. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, hey, listen, you only get
get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Maxey. Back to Johnson. Daniels with it. Again, the Hawks good for two.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
Atlanta with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. So it's Atlanta with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final second. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Teams have talent up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the center position. Nice shot by Turner.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Halliburton. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And there's the screen for three. Rebound by the Magic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Suggs finds Caldwell-Pope. Banchero surveys. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Banchero's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Banchero against Siakam. Soft touch off the glass.
Inside Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Carter, a screen on Siakam. Back to Carter. Man, it's slammed in by Carter.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Pass to Nesmith. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Carter, a screen on Siakam. Banchero drives. Over Siakam. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Banchero. He has 6. Wagner outside. Banchero against Siakam. Banchero passes to Caldwell-Pope. Wagner for 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Now here's Halliburton. Still without a bucket. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Three-pointer. Halliburton nails it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
Yeah, they're off to a smooth start, but that's no reason to get comfortable. You cannot let up at this time.
They've got Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin out there with Walker. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Halliburton in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Toppin goes in. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Toppin hits them both. Here's Black. Banchero outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Banchero outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Halliburton outside. From downtown, Orlando with the rebound. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Black. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
McConnell with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Isaac. Suggs surveys the D. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Toppin outside. Halliburton outside. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. For 3, Anthony. And the three-pointer goes. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Indiana with some changes. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin, and it's Nesmith in for Halliburton. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Now Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And another 3 for Orlando.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. The rebound by Carter. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
That's tipped. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Isaac, he's checked in for Bataze.
For the Magic, number 1, Jonathan Isaac.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Nesmith with it. He's against Isaac. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And he makes it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Got it up. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Magic up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Bankero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Takes the 3. Ooh, making it look easy. Halliburton.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Here's Wagner, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Wagner's got 7 points.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The open shot, Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Now Suggs. Carter, a screen on Halliburton. Back to Carter. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Siakam outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 9.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Batase. Carter on the wing. Here's Black. Clock at 4. Here's the floater. Rejected by Halliburton. Stolen by Carter. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Tries again. And Turner with the block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
Halliburton on the wing. Defended by Wagner. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Nembhard. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Cole Anthony comes in for Suggs. Orlando leading by 5. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. Oh, he just slams it right over Pascal Siakam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Anthony against Halliburton. Clock at 6. Siakam with a screen on Anthony. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Sinks it from distance. Halliburton's got 20.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Orlando ahead, up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Topping out there with Walker. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And Batase gets it to go.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
McConnell finds Mathurin. He's still feeling it. Again, Indiana.
This is a shot Halliburton's developed, the mid-range jumper.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And now we've got an update on Paolo Banchero. What's the latest?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Orlando. He told me that the issue is a sore back. They're trying to work out the stiffness now.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And here's Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Another 3 for Indiana.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Orlando making a switch here. And Carroll's checked in. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Carter. Wagner outside. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Halliburton outside Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Turner, screen on Suggs. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Pass to Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. The lead is 2. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. And Carroll against Siakam. Goes up on the wing. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Oh, no holding back from Carroll. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Here's Halliburton. Outside Neesmith. From behind the arc. Money from deep.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Carroll in the post, working on Siakam. And Carroll no good. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. There's a screen by Turner. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
15 seconds left to play in the 4th. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And he drills the triple. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Halliburton. Can't cash it in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. Halliburton for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Aaron Neesmith picks one up. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
And Carroll right side to the paint. Here's Carter. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Magic lead by 1.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Wagner outside. Picked by Carter. And Wagner hits from deep.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Halliburton. And it's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Suggs outside. Fires for three. The rebound by Nembhard. Halliburton left side. It falls! 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
The three from Suggs. Siakam pulls down the board, and it's Indiana's ball, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. Here's Nembhard, and he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Inside. Here's Wagner. Misses in close. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Wagner outside from deep. That shot off the mark. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
Each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, terrific timing on that catch and shoot. Wiggins in complete command.
White, bounce pass. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
There's Hero with the three, and the Heat another three.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Pass to Brown. Over Wiggins. And it's Brown missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Bam Adebayo. And it's White missing. And so just over a minute and a half played. Back to Wiggins. Here's the three. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Adebayo's got 5.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
To stop the run. Yep, that one goes.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Pass to Burks. Here's Ware. Wiggins outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, White. Outside, Porzingis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. "56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Got that one up quick.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Mitchell passes to Robinson. Knocked away. The shot's good from Love.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Kevin Love, drills the three-pointer.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Love with the screen on Brown. There's the drive. Larson kicks it out to Mitchell. Goes back up. The shot comes out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Horford. Tatum out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Hero. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Larson with the bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside, Hero. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford.
Timeout.
And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Burks in the corner. Outside, Robinson lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Back to Tatum. Take that! Ho-ho! Tatum from the parking lot.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Heat with some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Anderson. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Robinson. And Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Hero. And it's the Heat with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Ware kicks to Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
White against Burks. Over White. Burks can't get it to go. And here's Boston. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Wiggins outside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Adebayo against Horford. Floats one, and Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
and he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Here's Brown, and another basket for Boston.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. It's time now to go courts. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Adebayo. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And that one's good. Wiggins.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Brown can't tie it up as that one misses. Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Tatum against Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 5 to shoot. It's good. Hero's got 8 points. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Tatum against Adebayo. Takes the 3. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Tatum.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Burks. Robinson for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Here's Adebayo. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Hero. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Cans it from downtown. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands, be ready on the catch.
Back to Hero. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Ware controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ware's got 4 this quarter.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Holiday surveying the floor. Tatum on the wing. 2 on the clock. Tatum sticks the 3 on the D.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
It's all tied in Miami. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Boston, we've got Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Pass to Horford. Here's Craig. Now here's Tatum. Fades away. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Outside Hero. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
The Heat with the lead. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Ware, guarded by Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
The kick out to Brown. Tatum with the screen on Hero. Brown, no good. The Heat leading by 4. Right, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Jason Tatum under duress at the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shots good by Hero.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Tatum passes to White. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Adebayo. Tatum against Adebayo. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. White against Burks. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Tatum against Adebayo. Oh, looping down the lane. Tatum.
unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. White with the double team. Here's Ware. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Oh, fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
So they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
All the dancers.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he is unable to get the second one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. And it's because of that they're even in this game.
Outside Hero. Yes!
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. What a show. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
If you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
And here's Halliburton. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the 3. Halliburton. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Atlanta now. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Nembhard. Pass to Ricochet. Three-pointer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Ricochet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Outside Nesmith. There's a screen by Turner. Outside Nesmith. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Ricochet better than this.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Daniels. Pass to Johnson. They set the pick. To the right side. Here's Young. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Ice Trae, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Siakam outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Halliburton from the arc. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Young, the pass to Johnson. The three from Rizashay. The rebound by Neesmith. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. A minute 31 left in the first. And he converts the layup.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Rizashay. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Turner. Neesmith on the wing. And 1:01 left in the first. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
It's on Onyeka Okongwu. Indiana shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Matherin comes in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Now here's LeVert. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
To the middle. Here's Neesmith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Neesmith's got 8.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Man with it. He's covered by Matherin. And misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Neesmith passes to McConnell. Now here's Toppin. There's a screen by Toppin. Three-pointer Matherin. He can't hit that time. McConnell against LeVert. Pass to Capella. Niang with it. It's LeVert on the wing. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? Makes his... And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Atlanta on top, leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Hawks. Karis LeVert is out there with Rizashay. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's George Niang. And it's Mann in at the small forward.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift, and he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Bufkin, he's checked in for the Hawks. LeVert passes to Capella. That one's good for 2. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Outside Matherin. Pass to Toppin. Halliburton outside. And here's Turner. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, the players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Niang. Daniels is checked in for Mann. And it's Young in for Bufkin. Siakam, a pass to Halliburton. All alone. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Back to Young. The Hawks need to get one up here. Johnson for three. The rebound by Neesmith. Here's Indiana. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Halliburton with the ball. Give him 8. Here's Nembhard. Sinks the tray. And it's a 7-point Pacer lead.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Young inside. Turner covers. And Young gets it to go.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Pass to Turner. There's Neesmith with the 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young from long range. Indiana with a rebound. Now here's Halliburton. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. And so it's Indiana finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Aaron Neesmith. He's getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward position. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Rizachet. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And that one's good. Young.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Turner, a screen on Young. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Johnson a screen on Halliburton. Young against Halliburton. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now Halliburton. 10 points for him. Shoots over Young. And that time also a missed shot.
Gets good position inside. May have rushed it just a little.
Pass to Rizashea. Young looking for an opening. There's a screen for the lead. The rebound by Nembhard. Indiana leading. Down low. Neesmith passes to Halliburton. Over Young. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Pass to Johnson. Okongwu with it. Turner covers. Here's Rizashea. And he drops that one in. Rizashea's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Siakam with a screen on Young. Young against Halliburton. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Johnson.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Outside Young. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
And here's Halliburton. He's got 12. Turner, a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The shot comes out. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got Karis LeVert, George Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Krejci in at the 1. Here's LeVert. Pass to Mann. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Mann's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own.
Boom. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Yes! Tough points from Tyrese.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Outside Young. And he lays it up and in. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Siakam outside. Jacks up a three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Halliburton against Young. Neesmith passes to Siakam. Halliburton outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter from 12 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Halliburton. Ooh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
With contact, Halliburton.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Here's Young. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Young with the double team. Johnson against Siakam. Pass to Turner. Here's Nembhard. Siakam outside. No good with the triple.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Young. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
And he's unable to get the second one.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're down by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
He buries it from 3.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the fire.
Expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Over Adebayo. And it's Banchero missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Wiggins finds Hero. Orlando grabs the miss.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Wagner passes to Carter. And the basket is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
So here's Burks after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Burks looking around. Adebayo the screen. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Here's where a three-pointer, Wiggins. Carter pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Banchero. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Had to change for the Magic. Bitadze's checked in. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Pass to Wiggins, and here's Adebayo. And here's Burks. The shot from 20 feet away. Count the basket. Burks has got 5. Orlando leading. Here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Nailed from three-point land.
You got to stay connected to Caldwell Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
Burks the pass to Ware. Back to Burks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Love's check in for Miami. Davian Mitchell comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Orlando also making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Love kicks to Robinson. Love with the screen on Wagner. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That falls. Great assist by Love.
That's his game right there. Robinson, one of the more deadly shooters in the NBA.
Isaac with a screen for Anthony. Pass to Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement. That's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And so in the game for the Magic, Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Black. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. To the middle. Anderson, the bounce pass. Outside, Robinson. Hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got 6.
Love the timing as Robinson comes off footwork there to get the catch and get the shot off.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA, thanks. Here's Black. He has yet to score. Outside Anthony. And it's Anthony slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to Jovic. Now, Hero. Plays it up and banks it in. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom to point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Anthony. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Black.
Intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Caldwell-Pope outside. And Wagner has it in the corner. Banchero outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Works for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Wiggins.
Right now, helping the offense out by creating space, Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. To the inside, where, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bounce pass Suggs. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
They've got Adebayo. Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Pass to Ware. Wiggins surveying the floor, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Here's Suggs, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Magic lead by 5.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Adebayo finds Wiggins, and a miss there on the triple. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. And it's Wagner missing. Pass to Burks. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Banchero. Carter outside. Banchero outside. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And here is Suggs. Shoots over Hero. And it's Suggs missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Burks. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Magic leading by 5. Banchero dishes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Driving inside. That one falls. Banchero's got 10 points in the game.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and a switch here also for Orlando. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Hero finds Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And here's Adebayo outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, bigs like Adebayo got to drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Banchero against Adebayo. Now Banchero. 10 points for him. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And it's the Heat with the ball.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Wagner outside. Isaac. Off target from downtown. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Miami ahead. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Miami's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. So on the floor for Orlando, Anthony is out there with Black. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Pass to Banchero. Over Robinson. And it falls over the rim and in. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Hero with it. The crossover. And he sinks the layup.
Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. 11 feet away, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
And Orlando making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. And it's Suggs in for Black.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style.
Pass to Hero. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, Banchero. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Wagner on the wing. Pocket 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on it.
On the wing, Wiggins. Left block shot on the way. Adebayo with the bucket.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero left side. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Suggs against Hero. Lays it up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 2.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
Now, here's Suggs. Banchero finds Carter. Caldwell Pope with it. Pass to Banchero. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Hero against Suggs. Hero passes to Adebayo. Left side, Hero.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
First team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. And he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Banchero. Over Adebayo. Missed. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws. Bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Banchero, right side. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out. Thank you for that, Dave.
popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Siakam outside. Pass to Turner. The 3. And Grimes pulls it down. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Nembhard. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. There's Nesmith with the 3. It's rebounded by George.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Embiid, high post. Here's Grimes. No good on the triple. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Nesmith passes to Siakam. Hits the jump hook.
And just using every inch of his incredible wingspan, Siakam is able to make some creative finishes.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Nembhard. Siakam outside. There's Nesmith with the 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. And this game is tied up now. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Maxey passes to Embiid. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 4-3. Counted from distance. Siakam's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Oubre. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Some changes for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Shepard comes in for Nesmith. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. Now here's George. And here's Oubre from the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Toppin. Here's Mathurin. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to George. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. For 3, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
To halt the run, McConnell. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now here's George. He's scoreless. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight. Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
We've got Obi Toppin. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
On the wing, Mathurin. Embiid against Toppin. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton for 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Philadelphia leading by 11. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Here's McCain. Gets the 3 to fall. McCain's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Indiana's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. To the inside. Halliburton using the vertical there.
Yeah, what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
Philadelphia's got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. And there's a pick. Second chance shot. Takes it inside. And the layup is up and in. McCain's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Halliburton for 3. Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And he's going for the oop here. The kick out to Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 8.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Here's Nembhard. Joel Embiid with the board.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. The 76ers making a switch here. Maxey passes to Grimes. Outside Maxey. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 10.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
It's just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
George outside. Nice move. No good at the rim. And so it's Philadelphia going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's George, then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Takes a 3. Grimes' shot is off.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner, and he gets the bucket. So Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Three-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers trail by 7. To the wing on the left. Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. And George with the jam.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Turner, a screen on Maxey. Halliburton, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Maxey, that's good. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
1:49 left in the third. The 3, George. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Left side, Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Siakam's got 11 points.
Yeah, and Siakam is the total offensive package. A big man with post moves and a reliable jumper.
The 3, George drills it from deep. And the 76ers lead by 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Indiana's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Halliburton with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Siakam for 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
For 3, George. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 8. Siakam finds Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Fades. That shot off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a healthy 8. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page? Woo.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got TJ McConnell, Walker out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's been a gathering, and it's Halliburton in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. McCain nails it from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team, and a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Pass to Embiid. Rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 8. Siakam outside. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Here's Grimes. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter, and the layup falls.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Oubre. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 12 points in just the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Pass to Siakam. Over Oubre. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Siakam's got 22.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Embiid. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Here's Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
Never one to turn down the big moment. Joel Embiid knocks it down.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Pass to Siakam. They get the rebound. Misses from short range. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Timeout called. The Pacers. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth. And here's Turner from the arc. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And great to see Turner rising to the occasion and finding the clutch bucket.
Team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Clayton Brown. 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The floater, and he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Back to Halliburton from deep 3-point land. Philadelphia grabs the miss, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. So this one belongs to the 76ers. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough.
Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets
and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Riziche and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. Hero from long range. Buries it from three-point range.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Here's Riziche, covered by Wiggins. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Young after Tyler Hero's bucket. And Trae Young hits from deep.
They're smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Young pass to Okongwu. Here's Riziche. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Burks in the corner. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Riziche. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Hawks leading. Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
He has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Here's Ware. Let's go. Another shot. And Adebayo with the lay-in.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Back to Young. Rebound by the Heat. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Burks can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Young. The teardrop falls in. Young's got 5 points so far.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Hero. An easy 2 points on the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
A good close contest. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Robinson. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Larson in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Riziche. Pass to LeVert. Screen by Niang. And that's good. Karis LeVert for 3. LeVert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Now here's Love. Driving the lane. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the great Dwayne Wade in attendance here in Miami.
Yeah, a 3-time champion with the Heat. Helped bring them their first banner. In this town, that man is royalty.
Nikola Jovic has checked in for the Heat. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Hawks making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Here's Buffkin. Pass to Niang. Cabela kicks to Niang. Man with it. Picked up by Hero. Here's LeVert. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got 5.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Here's Hero after Clint Capella's bucket. Stolen by LeVert. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Buffkin. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Buffkin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Anderson, and Wiggins is subbed in for Tyler Hero. Atlanta making some changes. Now here's Wiggins. Scoreless thus far. Burks the pass to Adebayo. Now here is Robinson. Will it go? Good work there as it goes. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Young dishes to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out, Burks pulls it in. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Wiggins sets a screen for Robinson. Over to the wing. Adebayo against Johnson. Adebayo down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Young. Plays it up and banks it in. Young's got 7 points. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Adebayo. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Jet officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time around? But you just...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the court right now for the Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Shea in at the 3. Good ball movement here by Miami. And a wide open look for Hero. Good on the triple. Hero's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Heat. The Hawks trailing. And Stan, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems. Turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Over Young, and there's another one for the Heat.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
Young taking his time here. Shoots over Hero. In Atlanta again with the bucket. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Hero finds Burks. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Inside, Adebayo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Adebayo's got 6.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Hero. And Young kicks to Johnson. Misses the 3. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Ware. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Shea. Mann's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And it's LeVert in for Trae Young. Here's LeVert. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 7.
And the gracefulness with which LeVert shoots the basketball. He makes that tricky floater look easy.
Outside, Robinson lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Robinson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. Mann passes to LeVert. Puts the move on, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
Atlanta making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. The Heat leading by 3. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Robinson for 3, and again Miami with the triple.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's LeVert. 9 points in the game so far. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Tyler Hero. Kevin Love out there with Robinson. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Pass to Love. Love with the screen for Hero. Here's Heisman. Robinson for 3. No good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. LeVert finds man. Screen by Capella. Man with it. Robinson on him. Man gets the bucket.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, both teams will make substitutions. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Johnson outside. Johnson with a screen on Hero. Johnson can't get it to go.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Hero, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Leaps for it. Stolen by Hero. Adebayo kicks to Burks. Higgins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Burks lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Burks has got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
He lobs it up, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Drives to the hoop, and he jams it with authority.
More than a great jump shooter, Hero is a tremendous ball handler who can finish the drive with either hand.
Here's Young. Pass to Daniels. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
It's Adebayo, top of the key. And here is Hero. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Daniels. Takes it off the glass. Now, here's Burks. Pass to Hero. Back to Burks. From downtown, Okongwu grabs the board. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Hero with it. And so it's the Heat winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, BA, and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Caldwell Pope against White. A little mid-range shot is up, and he hits the jumper.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Ball outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside White. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Buzelis knocks down the triple.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Graham.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Now here's Vucevic. He's checked by Carter. Fader on the way. Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Up top, Suggs. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Pass to Buzelis. White with it. Now Vucevic. And he banks in the layup.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Now here's Suggs. Here's Caldwell Pope. Launches it. And it's Suggs with the 3. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Lataze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Now here's Dosunmu. White looking it over. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Black. Picked by Isaac. Black passes to Isaac. The three-pointer off the mark. And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. They trail by 1. Williams misses.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Now here's Anthony. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Anthony.
That does it for the first quarter. It's the Magic. They're up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Trey Jones. Jalen Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Giddey in at the 3. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Carroll with it. It's tipped.
There you see Smith's length playing to his advantage defensively.
Pass to Jones. It's Giddey on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Black. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Jones. Basket counts. Jones has got his first points in this one. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's Banchero. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Chicago trailing here. Giddey passes to Williams. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Some changes for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Jones, and it's White in for DeSumo. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony, and Suggs is subbed in for Black. Outside White. Williams on the wing. Here's Vucevic. And the shot's good. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Wagner, left side. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Pass to White. Here's Buzelis. There's 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando leading. Suggs outside. Williams against Banchero. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Williams. The three from Banchero. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Kick out to White. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Orlando leading by 4. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kobe White picks one up.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And he's good on the second. There's a screen. And he's going for the lob. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. Shots blocked!
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
And there's White. That's good on the assist by Ball. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Suggs has got 10.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
It's White with a drive, and it's good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 1.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pulls up, and it falls all over the rim and in. 10 points for him.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And Ball gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. Parries it from 3. And now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Carroll left side. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in. 1:33 left in the third quarter. The kick out to White. Williams a screen on Suggs. White for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Black. No points so far. Carter on the wing. Over Vucevic. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Magic lead by 1.
Carter Jr. moves well without the ball and positions himself nicely for catch and shoot chances.
The 3 from Ball. Drains the triple. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Suggs against White. Outside Carter. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Bulls have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Outside Giddey. Pass to White. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. White's got 14 points. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter, a screen on Williams. Williams against Banchero. 5 to shoot. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
5 ticks left in the third quarter. Puts up a deep 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Kobe White, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for Chicago. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Josh Giddey. Jalen Smith is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Jones in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Giddey. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 1. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
To the paint. Lets it go from 11. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Jones finds Giddey. Six to shoot. Back to Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Allie, thank you.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Giddey against Wagner. Here's Vucevic. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Tipped away. Ball with a steal. Wagner with a steal. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale. And Vucevic is just a gamer, somebody who accepts the responsibility of coming up big when his team needs it.
Pass to Banchero. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
And so here is Chicago. The lead is 2. Ball passes to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. Outside Giddey. Up top Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Ball. Now here's White. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Banchero. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
Here's Vucevic. The rebound by Carter. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero surveys. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
And the Magic call time here. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for Chicago.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Now Suggs. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit